Ever found yourself wondering why a rubber band stretches when you pull it, and why it eventually breaks if you pull too hard? Or why a steel rod barely budges when you apply the same force? The answers to these questions lie in the fascinating world of physics, specifically in the concepts of stress and strain. Now, imagine you're holding a soft, squishy stress ball in your hand. When you squeeze or apply force to the ball, it changes shape. This is what we call strain. Strain, in the world of physics, refers to the deformation an object undergoes due to the stress or force applied to it. The more force you apply, the more the stress ball changes its shape. But strain isn't the whole story. What about the force you're applying to the ball? That's where stress comes in. Stress is the force you're applying divided by the area over which you're applying it. If you squeeze the stress ball with the same force, but with just 2 fingers instead of your whole hand, you increase the stress because the area over which you're applying the force is smaller. So, to sum it up, strain is the change in shape, and stress is the force causing that change. But there's a twist. Different materials respond differently to stress. That's why a rubber band stretches a lot with a little force, high strain, and a steel rod barely changes shape with the same force, low strain. This characteristic of materials to endure stress without undergoing permanent deformation is called elasticity. However, there's a limit to this elasticity. If you've ever pulled a rubber band too far, you know it eventually breaks. This breaking point is called the ultimate strength. It's the maximum stress a material can withstand before it fails or breaks. The relationship between stress and strain helps us understand not just why everyday objects behave the way they do, but also critical engineering principles. It aids in the design of buildings, bridges, vehicles, and countless other structures that withstand various kinds of forces every day. In a nutshell, stress and strain are interrelated concepts that describe the effects of force on an object. Stress is the force applied per unit area, and strain describes the deformation that results from this stress. Different materials have different responses to stress, referred to as their elasticity. And finally, every material has a limit to how much stress it can handle before it breaks, known as its ultimate strength. So, the next time you're stretching a rubber band or squeezing a stress ball, remember, you're not just fiddling with everyday objects. You're exploring the fundamental principles of physics that shape the world around us. Fascinating, isn't it?